Ako urong dito, and I said I would stake my honor, my life, and even the presidency.
Good morning, Malacanang Press Corps. Let's now have Presidential Spokesperson Salvador Panelo.
Good morning. We're ready.
MPC, questions? Questions?
RJ.
Si Secretary na tumawag sa'yo.
So, sir, how's your inquiry with the DFA and the PCOO on the UJEC's legality?
Wala pa eh. Wala pang... Ano bang latest doon? Nagpadala na ba sila ng ano?
Wala pa.
We'll study it.
You're still studying it.
Hindi, kadarating lang ng mga hinihingi namin. Hindi pa kompleto eh.
So
We're asking for documents kasi.
the documents are there already?
A few. May
A
nakita
few.
ko dalawa, tatlo.
Like documents on what?
Yung kontrata between UJEC and APO.
When you requested those documents, what were the initial statements of those concerned agencies, sir?
Wala naman sila statement. Kasi we just requested for documents. They just sent.
But they assured you that they will be
Wala nga sila statement. Eh. There's nothing.
that they will be coordinating with your office for the investigation or inquiry.
We'll be requesting documents for them to submit to us documents we're requesting.
So most probably, when can we expect initial reports on this?
Until such time as I go over the documents, I cannot say anything. Don't want to preempt myself.
Okay, thank you, sir.
May follow-up? Other issue? Other issue, Alvin? Alvin Baltasar.
Good morning, sir. Sir, palace reaction doon sa directive ni US President Donald Trump na wag mo nang bigyan ng working visa ang mga Filipino for 1 year.
Sino? Ano?
US, sir.
Sino nagsabi niya?
US,
Huwag bigyan ng...
working visa ang mga Filipino for 1 year.
I think that should be addressed to the DFA as well as DOL. They're the more responsible departments to respond to that.
Any policy statement?
Wala pa muna.
Wala pa.
I'd rather have them say their piece.
Virgil,
Silang most concerned doon.
follow-up. Virgil.
So sir, background lang doon, yung nag-issue ng basically yung parang yung pag-remove ng working visas, H-2A at H-2B work visas for 1 year, the US Department of Homeland Security, ang reason nila is severe overstaying and human trafficking concerns. Kaya we were delisted, di na tayo pwedeng bigyan ng work visa. So how does Malacanang take this report, sir?
The president, if I remember correctly, when we were with President Xi, he says, whatever your laws are, we will never intrude into that in the same way that whatever laws we have, we will enforce it. So if that is the law in the U.S. and if there were violations, then we have to respect. If they have basis for that. We will only react if our workers are being mistreated, maltreated, or being discriminated against. But if they violated the laws of the U.S., then they have to face the music.
But on the issue of human trafficking, sir, does the palace share the opinion of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security na, kasing ang dating, the Philippine government is not doing that much to address human trafficking? Kaya
Not
nakakalusot.
necessarily. When you say human trafficking, the U.S. government must have conducted investigation on that. If their investigation yields that there was a violation, I don't think pwede tayong makialam doon. What we can do is to do our own controls here para hindi nakakadating doon yung mga trafficking na nanggagaling sa atin.
May follow-up? Follow-up, Rosalie, then RJ.
Nawala po yung... sir? Good morning. Good afternoon. Good morning. Sir, nawala po yung eligibility ng Philippines kasi batay po dun sa report ng US. Between 2015 and 2018, lumala yung kaso ng overstaying and trafficking. So, nagre-reflect ba yon sa mga programs and priorities ng Duterte administration to have comfortable life for all Filipinos? Kasi yung period na yun, 2015 to 2018, so within the first 2 years of the admin, sakop pa rin po nun.
But that's only a part of the program of giving comfortable lives to the Filipinos. Now, with respect to this particular issue, let us wait and let us have the DFA as well as the ambassador to the U.S. take care of that initially, because that's their turf.
Pero sir, how do we console Filipinos who are planning to go to US to work and look for greener pastures dahil may 1-year ban?
Well, there are many countries, hindi lang naman Amerika ang pinupunta ng mga kababayan natin. So until such time as they lift that, what we can do is, first, we need to know whether there is basis for the decision. If we can see na wala naman, then we will ask for a reconsideration. But that's the job, again, as I said, of DFA and the U.S. Ambassador.
Sir, nahanay po yung bansa natin sa Dominican Republic as well as Ethiopia. So is this a cause of concern for the palace, yung pagkakaroon ng 1-year ban na mag-release ng US visa for H2A and H2B workers?
Well, anything that will affect our countrymen will always be a concern of the president.
Okay.
Sir, will the palace ask for consideration regarding this?
I already responded to that. I said that will be DFA and the U.S. ambassador to the U.S. that will initially tackle that.
Kasi ang report is coming from the U.S. Embassy in Manila.
But that's why, kaya nga, with more reason, dapat yung ating U.S. ambassador will give us a report. Wala pa kaming natatanggap as far as I know.
So, does
As
this
soon
mean
as we
papatawag
receive the
niyo po,
report,
sir?
then we will make a move officially.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, RJ?
Sir, former DFA Secretary Perfecto Yasay said this morning that huge lobby money was used to keep the 38 billion peso anomalous APO-UJEC partnership.
Well, when somebody makes any allegation, that someone has to show us evidence.
Yes.
Until such time, those are mere allegations.
He's a former
Even
DFA
then, doesn't mean
secretary.
anything. Even if he's a former president of the Philippines, his statement will have to be backed up by evidence.
But will you look into this?
Oh,
This
as
is a
I
serious-
said,
this is
he
a
has
serious
to.
allegation.
He can write us a formal letter and then attach their documents, and then we will respond.
Is the palace still in touch with Mr. Yasay?
As far as I know, no. He has not gotten in touch with us.
But do you expect him to present any
That should
documents?
be asked of him and not of us.
Do you want to urge him to communicate with
That's
you on
for
this
him to
matter?
decide. We will not preempt whatever he has in mind.
But in case you will be looking into
Of course,
this,
they're always open to, as I said, this administration always welcome any information relative to anomaly, scandal, corruption. But you have to tell us
Thank you, sir.
officially and with evidence to back up your allegation.
Thank you.
Okay, questions? MPC? Joyce Balancho?
Joyce.
Sir, have you talked to the president regarding dun sa age of criminal responsibility? Is he in favor of 9 years old?
As I said yesterday, he has not made any statement on the age requirement.
So you haven't talked to him yet, sir?
Now,
about
with
it?
respect to that, all he has been saying since the campaign is he wants that lowered. And we will leave that to the lawmakers.
Okay.
I was listening to the congressman who sponsors the bill, Liat Chon, And I think he sufficiently explained why the whys and the wherefores of that bill. He even says there is no, contrary to the misconception, that these children with criminal liability will not be imprisoned. They will be rehabilitated. I think the bill is more on directed against the criminals as well as the parents who allow their children to be used by criminal syndicates.
May follow up? Tina Mendez.
Sir, good morning. So, anong possible na middle ground for the Senate, for the Palace and Congress for the age, sir?
Again, the president will not interfere because that's a lawmaker's job. Will not question that. Bahala sila. Basta gusto ni presidente, ayaw niya yung 15. Definitely.
As such, sir, will the president certify this measure urgent? Barely 2 to 3 weeks na lang bago mag-recess. Will the president certify this as urgent? This measure?
But the House has already approved it. So, Senado na lang.
It's up
Mabilis
for
na yan.
committee hearings pa lang yata sa Senate.
Palagay ko, since they're very concerned on that, and many senators are expressing either for or against, palagay ko they'll finish that. Then we'll wait kung anong final.
We'll just wait for it. Thank you.
Follow up. MPC, other issue. Other issue, Tina. Yep.
Sir, by February 8, magre-recess na yung Senate and Congress. Magka-campaign mode na ang mga kandidato.
Yeah.
What's the plan of the president? Will he be going sa mga major political rallies of administration candidates?
He has not bared his campaign plans or intentions. Most likely, he will be telling us during the cabinet meeting. Sa ngayon, wala pa siya sinasabi.
Do we expect him to be present sa mga campaign ads ng major political candidates? Right now, although meron kasi pero hindi pa campaign.
First, he doesn't have to attend his campaign rallies. You know why? Because from the way I see the schedule, he will be in many provinces attending events, and in the process, I'm sure he will be delivering speeches. So either in that speech, he will be endorsing someone or whatever. O hindi na kailangan yung palagi siyang nandyan. There are always opportunities for him to do that.
RJ.
Sir, how's the rice tarification bill, which is on the...
Wala pa akong feedback. Pa ako sinasagot yung aking text. Bakit hindi
business
pa?
groups yesterday, they urged the palace to sign the rice tarification bill. So,
Well, it's still there. The Office of the Executive Secretary has not given me the affirmative response to my question if it has been signed.
all right. But it will be signed very soon, right?
And most likely.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Okay, Christine.
Sir, back dun sa campaigning, the president campaigning for the midterm. But isn't he like also campaigning now because he would bring some candidates, senatorial candidates in his...
Hindi ko narinig yung una mo sinabi.
Sir, sorry. Okay. Sir, isn't the president also like campaigning right now? Because there have been at least 4 events where he would bring some of the senatorial candidates with him, mga barangay summit, and he would, let the audience be aware that they're there and he would endorse them. So isn't he somehow campaigning for them right now?
Number one, the assumption that he brings candidates is incorrect. He doesn't bring candidates. Those candidates happen to be there. These candidates are very creative. They know the schedule of the president, so they go there, and when the president sees them, if they see him, or if he sees them, kasi if he doesn't see them, he doesn't say anything. You notice, mga speeches niya. Tapos bigla, pag nakita niya, and then he says something good. Ganun siya. So, it's not intentional on his part.
So it's just that they're...
Magagaling lang yung mga kandidato, marunong na.
So he did not invite them to these
No,
events?
he doesn't
Yung mga
do that,
barangay summit because,
No, he doesn't do that. Ibang style ni Presidente. Si Presidente, live and let live. Diyan ka, okay. Kung wala ka, okay ba rin? Okay sa kanya eh. Hindi siya ganon.
So should this candidate stay away from itong mga ganitong events because somehow...
Who will stay away? The candidates?
Oh, like
Well, you cannot stop them. They're citizens of this country. There is no prohibition to be attending functions and events. In fact, kung ako kandidato, ganun din ang gagawin ko. Siyempre, pag alam ko merong lugar na pwede akong mangampanya, pupunta rin ako.
MPC Tina, may follow-up? May follow-up? Other issue?
Para may bago tayong member. Ngayon ko lang ito nakita ang isang nakasalamin. From?
Okay, no more MPC? Lay Alves. GMA 7.
Hi, Sir. Lay Alves pa, GMA. Sir, may update na po ba dun sa Lifetime Cellphone Number Act?
Ano yun? Parang ngayon ko lang narinig yun lang. Ano ba yun?
Yeah.
What's that all about? Lifetime Cellphone Act?
Apo. Kahit nagpalit ka ng service provider, you get to keep your cellphone number.
Hindi pa. I'll have to check on that. Parang hindi ko alam yun.
Okay.
Okay,
Lifetime Cellphone Act.
Okay, Nestor?
Nakapas na ba yun sa Kongreso?
Opo.
Senado, hindi pa?
House and Senate.
House and Senate. Sige, I'll check on that. Sige.
Okay, Daniel Manalastas.
Sir, ano lang for the record, gaano po confident yung Palas na lulusot po yung BOL after po ng plebiscite kahapon?
Well, I understand from what I gathered, the initial unofficial tally indicate that majority of yes have been cast in favor of BOL. And moreover, there was a survey conducted by the SWS saying that 79% of the Muslim population favor the passage of that law. So apparently, itong mga initial tally is validating that survey.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, may follow-up? No more? Virgil.
Sir, may feedback from the President regarding his assessment of the first day ng plebiscite. Did he say anything?
Wala. I haven't seen him. I haven't talked to him. But syempre, if the initial tally indicates the passage, then they would be pleased.
Okay. MPC? Okay na? RJ?
Sir, gaano ka confident ang palasyo that the Duterte-allied senatorial candidates will have magandang laban this coming midterm elections?
Who are the Duterte senatorial candidates? Wala pa yatang official.
Allied, I mean.
Yung mga alam?
Duterte-allied senatorial candidates.
Well, if these candidates present themselves to the electorate and the electorate respond affirmatively, pwede mananalo sila. Otherwise, hindi natin malaman eh. You know how...
Some observers said that this can be a referendum on President Duterte.
Yan ang sinasabi na. But to me, kahit na merong manalong oposisyon, the message is, this president has the approval of an overwhelming majority of Filipinos. Kung pinanalo kita, ibig sabihin ng electorate, suportahan mo yan. Hindi para kontrahin mo siya. Dahil approve nga namin ang performance niya. So we're voting for you to help him and not to destroy or to attack or to make a monkey wrench of his program. Yan ang magiging message. At hindi dahil pinanalo mo yung isang oposisyon dahil kontra ka. Otherwise, hindi consistent. Di ba? The logic will be, if you're voted into office, given the overwhelming mandate of this president, then the mandate for you is to cooperate with this president. Dahil gusto namin ang kanyang ginagawa.
So anytime soon, we expect the president to endorse any of these guys?
Again, as I said, style ni Presidente, hindi naman siya, pag nakita ka niya at gusto ka niya, he will endorse you. Pag hindi ka niya gusto, kahit makita ka niya, he will keep quiet. Diba? Yan ang style ni Presidente.
Okay, thank you, RJ. Chona, last question na tayo kay Chona. Okay, Bernadette.
Chona.
Hi, sir. Sir, nakausap na po ba ni Presidente yung kanyang cabinet about his plan to talk peace with MILF Chairman Noor Miswari? Kasi sabi niya he will talk to Noor after the plebiscite of
No,
BOM.
the cabinet has not met yet. Sa Feb 4 ba? Feb 6 pa kami. After that announcement, wala pa siyang sinabi ulit. But matagal niya na sinasabi yun that he wants to talk with Noor. During cabinet meetings, sinasabi niya yan.
Sir, can you give us kahit hindsight man lang kung ano yung i-offer niya kay Miswari?
Wala siyang i-offer. Gusto niya marinig kung anong magiging stand ni Chairman Miswari. Kasi right now, kasi noon, ang feedback, he was against it. But apparently, he was non-committal on this particular plebiscite. Wala siyang sinabing pabor o kontra eh. Ang alam lang namin, because nakausap ko siyang personal, he is for federalism. Yun ang alam ko.
Okay, last question na tayo kay Bernadette. Bernadette.
Hi, sir. You said that the candidates just happened to be there po dun sa mga presidential events, sir. But
They don't happens to be there. They went there on their own.
Yeah. Yeah.
They really went there.
Yeah.
They always go, siguro tatanong sa presidente ngayon.
Yeah. So, kumbaga, parang hindi naman intentionally talaga na magkikita sila sa isang event. Parang ganun,
Oo.
sir. So, how will you reconcile this statement, sir, sa fact po na nangangampanya po si Presidente po para sa kanila?
Hoy, di ba sinabi ko na nga, pag nakita ka niya at gusto ka niya, he will endorse you. But even if he sees you, if he doesn't like you, meron mga kandidato nun, hindi ko na sabihin kung sino. Nakita niya naman doon, ba't di siya umihimik? Ibig sabihin, hindi niya type.
Okay, sir. So, ibig sabihin, sir, hindi talaga pinlano ni Presidente yung pangangampanya dun sa mga kandidato na
Definitely, he
yun
doesn't do that.
during the presidential
This
event.
president doesn't do that.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Very
Thank you, sir.
spontaneous ng presidente ito.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Alvin. May last two pa tayo.
Secretary, would you know kung sino-sino yung mga candidates na humihingi ng endorsement ni Pangulo?
Wala akong alam na humingi ng endorsement. Wala pa ako narinig sa harap ko. Hindi ko alam. Siguro, nagpaparamdam, sir.
Sir, yung mga nagpaparamdam na lang.
Hindi, ang alam kong, siyempre, from the way their body language, si Christopher Bongo, siyempre gusto niya magpa-endorse. Yung palaging nababanggit yung mga pangalan, siyempre gusto nun. Ha? Kahit pa, hindi porket na-endorse ka ngayon, pangalawa, hindi ka nang binanggit, ibig sabihin, nakalimutan. Hindi rin Kailan ba kang...
So, Sec, yung...
Like sa Cotabato, wala naman siyang binanggit. Nandun naman yung isang kandidato. Hindi. You can't stop the president for saying something about a particular person. But I saw the candidate survey, he didn't mention anything.
Pero Sec, observation din na, meron din namang mga, alam nating tatakbo, present doon, meron din namang mga tumatakbo.
Hindi niya binabanggit.
Nandun sa event, pero hindi niya nababanggit.
Exactly, yun ang sinasabi ko. This president, if he doesn't want you, or hindi niya type na banggitin pangalan mo, hindi niya ginagawa.
Okay. RJ, last question na tayo kay RJ.
Sir, you don't see anything wrong with President Duterte endorsing candidates?
No. There's
Why?
not. Is there a violation? No. If Comelec na nga nagsabi, there's no violation ng pag-endorse. Wala namang masama sa pag-endorse. Saka, sinasabi niya lang naman ng qualities nitong maman to. Gusto niyo, kung ayaw niya naman, di ba sabi niya, ayaw niyo, diwag.
Even if it's done on a national television, like a government television?
Okay, even then.
Government media.
Even then, wala masama doon. All presidents do that. Mas grabe pa nga yung mga ito nga, ibang klase ito dahil he doesn't.
And there's nothing wrong with that, sir?
There's nothing wrong with endorsing or praising someone who is running for the Senate.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, MPC. Wala nang question. Okay, thank you, Presidential Spokesperson
Thank
Salvador
you.
Panelo. And thank you, Malacanang Press Corps, back to our main studio sa Radyo Pilipinas and People's Television Network.